How many times have you stood at the edge of something amazing, but then all of a sudden you back down? Maybe it was that dream job that you wanted, or could it be that side hustle that you love so much and you wanted to take it full time? I'm willing to bet that the fear of failure is what held you back. But what if I told you that failing is not the end? It's actually the beginning. Hi, I'm Yolanda White Johnson, and welcome back to my channel called The Growth Alchemist. This channel is all about helping you grow, learn, and transform into the best version of you. We've all felt it, that sick feeling in the pit of our stomach, all of the what ifs that pop up when we think about, what if my friends think it's dumb? What if my family doesn't support me? The fear of failure is universal. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to control you. The fear of failure is a dream killer. It whispers lies, convincing us that we're not good enough and that we'll mess up, that the risk just isn't worth it. And the result? A life full of what ifs and playing it safe, of wondering what could have been. But this doesn't have to be your story, because I'm here to tell you that failure isn't a full stop. It's a comma. So where does this fear come from anyway? It's a toxic cocktail of perfectionism, where we think that anything less than 100% just isn't good enough. It also contributes to low self-esteem. It makes us doubt ourselves and our abilities. And there is constant societal pressure demanding you to be perfect at every opportunity. Being someone that grew up in Generation X, I've always been taught to play it safe. Go to college, get a degree, get a job, and then you just work. You just work until you retire. There was no talk or mention of pursuing your dreams. You just got a job and you worked. But here's the truth of the whole matter. No one is perfect, and no one gets it right 100% of the time. For every successful person, I can guarantee you that they have failed multiple times. In fact, one of my many failure stories was when I first graduated from college. I got my master's degree in criminal justice, and I wanted that dream job, but I couldn't find it. So right out of school, I got a job as a social worker. I worked in child welfare, and I worked in the neglect and abuse unit. So when children were being abused and neglected, it was my job to investigate and, if necessary, remove them from their home. I did not like that job. It was very draining every day, because what I can tell you for certain is that children, no matter what is going on in their home, they love their parents and they do not want to be removed for the most part. So I stayed in that job about 6 months, and then I had the opportunity to pursue my dream job at the time. So I wanted to be a state probation officer. And in the state of Alabama, where I'm from, probation officers have arrest powers. So that basically means that we make arrests, we obtain our clients, rather, that come to see us. And if they violate their probation, we have to take them back to jail. We did searches. We did everything police officers did except for traffic stops. Now, that also meant that I had to go to the police academy for 12 weeks. What? The police academy? Are you kidding me? Now, I was never the athlete. I was in band in high school, and when I got out of the band, I was a color guard or a flag girl, whatever you guys call it these days. And then after I did that, I was a majorette. Now, sports was never my thing. I played volleyball in the 8th grade, but that is pretty much it. So now you're telling me I have to get physically fit to go to a police academy? But this is my dream job, remember? Okay, so I started training. I get ready because the first thing you have to do before you even get to the police academy is to pass the physical fitness test. So that consisted of an obstacle course where I had to push a car 15 feet and then complete the rest of the course, jump a 6-foot fence, jump through a window, go through tires, and at the end of all of it, pull a 165-pound dummy 15 feet. I also had to do 25 push-ups in less than a minute, 25 pull-ups in less than a minute, and 25 sit-ups in less than a minute. So now I'm thinking, how is this going to happen? But the kicker for me was that I had to make a 1.5-mile run in less than 15 minutes and 20 seconds. Never ran a day in my life. I don't like running. Didn't like running then. I still don't like running now. Nonetheless, this is my dream job. So I'm going to do whatever I need to do to get in shape so I can pursue my dream job. So I started training. It's time for me to go to the police academy. I went to the police academy. Again, remember, you have to pass the physical fitness test before you get into the academy. I passed the obstacle course. I passed my push-ups, sit-ups, and pull-ups. And then it was time for the run. So it was the last thing at the end of the day. I don't know why they do the run at the end of the day, but they do. So unknowingly, I was also a little sick, but wasn't full-blown sick. So anyway, I'm preparing. I get ready. I'm on the run. I'm running. I cross the finish line, and then they say, you didn't pass. And I'm like, what? What do you mean I didn't pass? You didn't pass. You're going to have to go back home. Talk about failure. I am sick. Now I have full-blown walking pneumonia, and I'm thinking I'm going to lose my job. And I have a 3-year-old daughter to take care of. After I went back to work, I got called into my supervisor's office, and I just knew I was about to lose my dream job. But he said, hey, you were sick. You're definitely not the first person to fail the academy the first time. You can go back if you feel like you're ready to go back. Just let me know. I'm like, well, I'm going to train even harder. So when can I go back? Can I go to next class? Yes. So I set to getting in shape and training to the best of my ability. I also enlisted the help of a dear friend who is no longer with us. May he rest in peace. He was a Navy SEAL, and he trained me and got me ready to go back to the police academy. So I went back the second time, passed everything again, and then it was time for the run. I hear these voices in my head, but I'm like, my baby has to eat. So I started running, and I ran most of the way this time. I didn't walk at all. But then I saw the finish line, and I knew I needed to hurry up and finish because my time was ticking. So I just gunned it right for the finish line. And as soon as I crossed the line, I heard them say, time. And then I passed out. So they came to check on me. They said, are you okay? And I was like, yep. Did I pass? They say, yes, you actually finished under time, 14 minutes and 10 seconds. So what about you? Ever been a time when you really wanted something and then you failed, but then you were strong enough to get back up and try again? Drop me a message down below and let me know how your experience turned out. Because failure is really not the opposite of success. I think it's a part of success. Because every misstep, every lesson that you learn gives you another chance to grow, to come back different, and to do things over again the right way. So don't be upset when things don't go your way. Embrace the setbacks because they are probably paving the way for something incredible. You are not defined by your failures. You're defined by what you do after you fail. So how can you get over that fear of failure? Set realistic goals. Be kind to yourself. learn from your mistakes, and please get back up and try again. So, if you have enjoyed this discussion, can you do me a favor? My channel is new. Can you please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel? Let's work together to rewrite your story. So until next time, I'll see you later.